No, that's exactly the same. That's exactly the same deck as you used the other one. No, they're basically the same. If you check your, if you check your deck, it shows you the cards that you got. Yeah, you would lose 200 life points. Yeah. You can put magic cards, but make sure if you're doing polarization, if you're doing magic of pendulum, if you're doing pendulum summon, make sure you put your monsters on a P scale, so you can sort the P scale thing. Special summon. Yeah. Yep. No, it's exactly the same as you got from exactly the same thing. If it's a new deck, it wouldn't say pendulum or magical pendulum thing. No, that's not a dragon. That's polarization, Aaron. Oh, that's the ability. That's the ability. So if you attack this one, I can activate this ability and it'll attack this one. Yep. Just put any. If they're on a P scale, put them onto the sides, left and right. So you got this one and then this one, then to your P scales. So if you got magic cards, you put them into the P scale. If you got traps or spells, then you can put them to a P scale and by left and right. Put if you're doing if you're doing pendulum summon, make sure you put them into P scale so you can summon level 8 monsters. So the ones in your hand, make sure they're in pendulums. No, you just placed that. That has to be in the P scale. You need to learn this, Aaron, because if you're doing pendulum, you can't put the pendulum monsters into the yeah, and then you put the other one next to it. Well, not next to it, across. There you go. See? Yeah, might as well. There goes there. When you put monsters into the fields, it activates like counters. So you look at your graveyard, and it goes to banish the graveyard, and then that destroys that. So that's gone. Well, you can, but if you use yours, then I mean 2100. Okay. But if it's the one that deals damage, activate that and put it to my side of the field. So I take the damage. Yeah, you can put the. My PS4 just acting so weird right now. Anyway, do you want to end your turn? Alright. Yeah, sure. No, I mean, like, don't buy the monster card. Keep it as. Nah, don't buy the deck. Because you already got the exactly same deck. You don't want to buy it over and over again. It's not the same deck. It's not a different deck, Arron. Trust me. Hmm? So you're gonna pick. You gotta pick a monster. You gotta pick a monster, and if it's got high attack than these two, you can place it and summon it. But if they're both equal, then it's in a pickle. You choose. It's your deck. Well, exactly the same deck as the original, but mention again. With this card, if you got more than 200 attack, I can summon this card. Like especially. So that's basically done that, and then I activate that. Well, that's because I got 36, and that's the cards. So you got 31 cards per turn, and the idea is you have to have your opponent lose all the 31 cards. And when they're all drained up with the cards, say for example I got 36 and you got 31, next turn you have 30 and I had 35. So the strongest deck is basically Rage or Cypher, where you have the amount of equal. So I got 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 46, and you've got 31, 4, 35, 36, 7, 38 cards. Alright. It's not about more of the cards. It's about which deck's more easier. So if you're doing Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments, and you can place it down. But if you want to get new cards, you have to do the solos and do all the bosses till you get all the gems, and then go to the shop and then purchase them from the shop. I mean, you can't attack because you're on. I'm on a high. My monsters are higher than yours. But if I put Cypher biplane into attack mode, you can attack him. it's best to not rush, but think when you're doing Yu-Gi-Oh, you have to watch your opponent's cards. So if I got 200 and I got 200 and I got 200, so those are level 4s and level 8s. So if you have a high monster which is 200, special summon it with a monster that's got 800 attack or something like that. That one goes into this one. But also when you want to destroy you can use your pendulum if you want, because you got 2 good pendulums monsters to summon. Alright. Yep, might as well. No, you got exactly the same deck. You just brought exactly the same deck from the original. Because you used magical cipher in the last round, and then you used it again. You have to wait until the new deck arrives. Like I said. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. Alright, what am I bringing up? Alright. I mean, if you want to use the Rage of Cipher deck, then that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. But if you already got it, then there's no point of buying it, because you literally have to customize your deck. Yep. So when you have 2 level 8s, you can XYZ effect. So you got look at these ones: Machine, Dragon, Cypress. Any monsters that deals damage, you can I go for the big guy. Anyway. Oh, I can summon him. There we go, big boy. Here's the big boy. Alright. But I'm gonna have him activate its effect. Put that there. Your turn. Yep. Magic card. If it deals damage, so if you want to destroy my cards, you can. Okay. You can use the monster one's effects. You can use pendulum. Remember, you got pendulum's effects, so you can do pendulum if you want. That's good. So you look at this one. I can't attack or as pendulum. Destroy him. No, you had to destroy mine, not yours. No, you had to destroy mine. Ah, okay, fair enough. Okay. Yeah, most pendulums are a pain in the butt, literally. You just got to wait for your dragon, and I'll put this to defense mode. Yeah, you can activate it. If it's glowing, you can activate it, and you can do special summon. You can special summon it if you want. That's why you have to read your card's effect. With Yu-Gi-Oh, you have to read your card effects. So if you want to summon, well, you have to look at the attack. If it's stronger than mine, you can place it. But if it's not, put it in defense mode. So you got 200. The only one you can attack is the weeds. You can attack this Cyber Twin. Have a think first before you attack. Is there a monster that's got low attack, or? Yes, you can battle, but you have to look at the opponent before you battle. So you look at the attack. You got 1600. No, look. Yeah, so when you do battle, you had to pick which card you're fighting. So you got 24, 400, and 200, and 16. Yep. Do you want to attack up? Alright. Okay, that's deal me 400 damage. Alright. End phase. It's basically your end your turn. End phase is end your turn. Oh, you can summon again if. Yeah, that does that all the time, but it will return eventually a couple 2 turns. Alright, do you want to end your turn? Alright. No, you brought the. You already got Magidum. Yeah, that's magical pendulum. That's pendulum. Ah, okay. But if it's a different deck, you have to look at your own deck, and if there's copies, delete the deck if it's copy. Otherwise, it's a waste of V-Bucks. No, not V-Bucks, gems. But if you want to get new decks, buy the gem shop. Yep. You can activate it. Well, pick my card, not yours, because if you damage yourself, you gotta pick my card if it's gonna damage yours. Ah, okay. Fair enough. No, I mean, when you buy a deck that you already got, say for example if you've got Cypher Dragon, say for example if you got Cyber deck and then you brought another Cyber deck, those two are copied because they've got the same name. If you got Magical Pendulum and you got Magical Pendulum, those two are copied because you got exactly 2. But if you got a different one where Dragon made, and then you got Magical Pendulum and then Cypher and the others, Then those are the different ones. Ooh. Yeah, sure, but where is he going to attack? All pendulum monsters you control gain 300 attack. Okay. Alright. $2,300 attack, so target 2 level 6 also once the same attack name in the field. Yeah, might as well. Okay, that prevented me from... Alright, so... I'm gonna go for... Let's go here. Does that double? Let me go for this one, just to see what's gonna happen. Alright, he is going... Is that the only... Who am I supposed to attack? Don't tell me what I suppose should him. Okay, I'm gonna take that one. Right, he's going there. 71, and then main IMSN. So performing all dies, light dragon can attack galaxy dragon because that's got a high attack, or if you want to attack Gus Eagle, yeah, but if you look at this one, the one in the middle between Storm Cypher and Galaxy, the one that's next to you, look at this one. Look at the difference between the small one, Arron. Okay, you got 2100. 21. Well, you can use the 23 to attack the 200 one, and then you can use the level. You can use Performed Eyes Light Phoenix to attack Gusto Eagle, because that's got 200. Yeah, go to battle then. So that one attacks Gus Eagle. The one that's facing yours. The one that's facing yours, Arron. The 200. Look at the attack levels. Which one can you go for? So I've got 200. I got 2000, and I got 200. So the 21 can attack Galaxy Dragon, and then that one can attack that one. And 2 plus 2 is 403 damage. Go for... Yeah, go for the middle one. Who's he going to attack? Because it's 403, 21. Okay. Then you got another one. You can attack Galaxy one. Galaxy Dragon. Yeah, the one that's left next to Galaxy Eyes Cypher. The one that's next to Galaxy. Yep. No, not that one. Oh, sorry. The right one. And the one that's next to the 400 one. Because if you attack that one, he would attack dragon types. And if I attack a dragon type, this gains 1,000. Okay. Yeah, the one that's... The one that's basically... Alright, so... The one that's here... Do you want to shut your door? Alright, so... I put that's defense mode. And then... You got 608 HP and I got 55. Whew. Yeah, you want? Sure. Where's that magic card? Is it gonna go for you or is it gonna go for me? Depending on which one you're going for. Okay. But he's on defense mode. Alright. I'm gonna put him in defense mode. There you go. Don't forget you can use your pendulum scale to use your to get advantage as well. So you look at your pendulum and you look at the right cards to summon. Alright. Yep. Or you can put it into pendulum scale. If it's got a high pendulum, you can put it to the P scale. And then you can do a pendulum summon again. They're in defense mode, so... Oh yeah, there's still one. Yeah, sure. Oh yeah, I forgot about him. But that's really good thinking, because if I put my monsters in defense mode and you're going to attack the silver one... Oh. No, this is your go. Okay. Oof. Well, I got my strongest one, but you got your what's it called? You know when you. Alright, let me activate this. Add this to. Alright, so this is the... but I'm using the effects, so that goes low. And that will go... Ooh. Oh, and my turn. Now, which monster are you gonna attack? Okay, so where you want to put that in defense mode or attack mode? Or you want to put it into P scale or summon it? I would put it in the P scale, and then you can activate the P scale to summon 2 monsters or 3. Hold on. No, it's your turn, but you activated my trap, sorry. I'll go for... I'll go for this one. I'll put him there. Okay, what does that do? You can activate your spells and magic cards if you want. Yeah, but if you have odd eyes, I mean, on the ones that's face down, you can use them. Okay. Alright. So yeah, if you want to summon the biggest monster. Oh, flip summon. Well, have a look at the attack. Which one's strongest? Because you got two. I got 200. Okay, so that's the strongest. So where would you think? Where would you think he would be attacking? I've got my highest in my defense, so I've got 200. I've got 400 plus. Okay, that goes there. Alright, so where would you want this guy to attack? Do you want to attack the 2400? It's in defense mode. If you attack the 2400, because it's in defense mode, the 2400, Arron, the one that's yeah, that's a effect. That's a continuous spell. Just pick. Don't stress. Just pick. Pick one what you want to attack. Because when you do, yep. You can attack the 1200 shields, but if they're in attack mode, the damage is no. I mean on mine side, because if you attack mine, you won't deal damage, but certain cards will deal damage. Yep, that one attacks. You can destroy that one because that only attacks dragons. He's gone. And then you can attack it. And then you can attack the 2400. Yep. Because he has no defense. No, not that one. Not that one. Cancel that. Yeah. Ah. The one that's next to it. Not the Galaxy Cypher one. The one that's next to it. The one with the 0 defense. Okay, so do you want to end your turn? Alright. That were about Gary. Yeah, I know, but when you got the exactly same deck from the tutorial, you can delete that deck and keep the one that you've got. Because you don't want to have two decks that are basically the same. But the digital one, that's the pain. Remember, you can use your traps and spells and magics to help you. And where would that one should? So you look at that one. Okay. I don't even know what happened there. Ah. Ooh. Oh, if that one is double. 50. You can use your trap cards if you want, but remember, if you're using your trap cards, like for example, if you use a trap card and it inflicts 500 damage, instead of inflicting it to you, you can inflict it to me, and I take the damage. But you're doing so well. Look how far you got. You got me down to 3,500. You can use the odd eyes pendulum, and you see that 300, the one that's been attack mode, thinking he's all tough. Pendulum fusion. Alright, so what are you gonna fuse? What are you gonna fuse? Yeah, you can put your high one if you want, or the next one. Now put the dragon on, because you put the 15 one, then that's weak. Yeah. Go for the strongest dragon, like 35, because that will give me damage. Do you want to put them in attack mode or defense? Look at the attack and look at the defense. If they're stronger, if the attack's higher, put in defense. No, if the attack's higher, put it in into. If the attack's higher, put it in attack. If the defense is lower than the attack. Okay. Okay. Put the 300 into the attack mode. Put it into attack mode. You can put it in anywhere you want. Oh, you done the pendulum. All right. Oh, have you looked at the description? The very bottom, level 5 or higher. This card can make up to 3 attacks. Don't fuse them. Don't fuse them because you'll have that. You'll have that 0 attack monster. You have that 0 attack monster that's in your link summon. You do know what to do. It's just you're just taking your time, which is perfect. You don't have to rush, Arron, because if you rush, then. Oh, you can delete them from your extra deck. You click on the deck and there's a delete option. So where's your Runized Pendulums going to attack? Who's he going to attack? Yeah, you can activate the magic card if you want. Or another monster. You can put that down. Okay. On your next turn. But where's he going? You can go for him, or you can go for the 2400. 300. If you do 24 by 30, the 300 is pretty strong. But the problem is if they were equal. Yeah, if you want. Yep. Next to the 400. So you done 24 damage. Okay. Yep. You can go for the 2400. Okay. When you have new decks and new cards, always read their description. Say, for example, if they attack your opponent directly, that's really good. Let's try this. Who's he going to attack? But which one's not high though? Well, there's 2 monster high and 2 monster low. I've got 18, but is that higher or lower? Look at your monster attack. Look at your monster attack and look at my one. The difference between 3000 and 18. If I had the same, you know what to do. Just, well, you've got the bigger attack, but I've got also the bigger attack. But if Rune attacks Galaxy, it's destroyed. But because I haven't put Starlight's Safar in defense mode, attack the 1800 monster. Because he has 1800. Yeah. Go for the 1800 one. Because he's got 0 attack and he's basically got zero attack. No, he's got 0 defense and 1800 attack. You're gonna go for separate safer. Alright, go for it. There you go. That's a good match. When you doing door room, you go to your deck, click onto your deck, and then no, I said deck, not shop. If Recon, if you got Rage's Cypher and Cybernetics and Dragonmaid and Magic Pendulum and the other one, if you got them into your deck, so you have to look at your deck, and if you got them into your storage deck, you can use them. Yeah, which is annoying as hell. But you can leave them as it is because it's all structure deck. But the most painful is the ones that when you go to the shop, and you buy the ones with not a deck. So you spent hours making your yeah. Mhm. Just have a look at your deck and then just take your time. I'm gonna go for Synchro of Unity. Mhm. Yep, might as well. Yep. You can add new decks, but they have to be related to the bigger synchros. But if they're exactly the same deck, just leave the deck as is. Alright, so you got I mean, you can use different. You can do some campaign missions. You can the Recontract Universe. That's a really good deck you can use. No, you was using a magical pendulum deck, which is pendulum summoning. I mean, you can use Power of the Dragon. No, magical. You can use. What about made of dragons? Dragon. What about dragon made deck? Because you did well. You can use the dragon made deck if you want. Because his pendulum's a bit struggling, you can use dragon made. Go for the dragon made deck because that's more better. Go for the first one. Yeah. And then create a room. Oh, that's casual match. Let me create a room. Alright, let me create a room and I'll invite you. Yeah, hold on, let me invite you and then... Because creating the cards will take a while, but if you got cards in their own deck, it's more... Let me invite you. Okay. Well, when you create your own decks, instead of having 3... No. I've joined your lobby. Yes, the one that says free duel. No, that's casual match. Yeah, when you do duel, it's on. Click on duel, and then yeah, go to the entry. Because I'm already in your match. There you are. And you have to control your character. You have to control the thing. Yes, you are. You are literally in my lobby. Arron, you're literally in my lobby. I see your name. Because it's you already created your room match. Look. Let me show you. There. See? No, because it's your room, Arron. You're hosting your door room. I'm in your. Just use Dragon Maid deck. Well, because you already got it. Otherwise, you don't have the actual deck itself. I know it's all weird with different decks. You know. Because some of them has been copied, or you don't have the deck itself. So you need actual cards. When you look at the shop and you see all these lovely cards, well, it does make sense, because when you yes, press the X button. Do you see entry? Yeah, but the thing is, you don't own them. You don't own those decks. Those decks have to be owned by purchasing. You have to use the one that's. You have to use the one that you've got. You can't use those ones because you don't have their cards. Okay. Not copy. Just pick a deck in your own inventory slots, like Dragon Maid or Recon Universe. Just pick. You decide which deck you want to use. I don't mind. Surprise me. Just surprise me, Arron. Just pick a deck. Any deck you want to use. Surprise me. You can use Magical Pendulum again, or you can use Cypher deck, or you can use Recon Universe, or you can use. Don't worry about getting rid of stuff. Just focus on picking which deck. Because you get one thing. Well, do you want to delete the deck? Well, that's because it's not going to let you use it because you don't have those cards in your book catalog, where it's called. Well, it will let you because you're the one that's. It will let you because you're the actual person that controls it, not it controls you. It will because you have to. Yes. Then press accept to delete. So you click on a deck, for example. Well, you have to pick one. It will. All you have to do is pick a deck, and if it says select deck, then press the square button to select the deck. But if you're in a shop and you're cloning it from another thing, no, I mean like Yeah, but you don't need those decks. Yes, it'll show you. It'll show you what what's it called. All right. Yeah. But most, if they're from the shop, it's not really. If they're from the shop, you buy them. But if they're from a different catalog of decks, they're not really owned. Yep. Do you went to? Do you went to the shop? Structure deck. Okay. Okay, so you're on structure deck. You've already, and then you chose magical pendulum. Raise your cipher, yeah. Yeah, you can use that one if you want. But if you're, because you already got that deck in your, it does let you use it, because if you buy it again, it won't let you. So you already got it in your, yeah, but if you brought it once, that's because you're low on gems. You might be low on gems, Arron. Because that's why you have to do missions to do that. Because if you're low on gems, then if you're low on gems, you have to do missions to get more gems. Because they only cost 500. Well, if it won't let you buy it because you run out of gems. Yes. Well, because you have to back out and go to your deck, and then it's there. Well, you have to come. Well, it's already in there. If you're, it will let you. You just have to press it, confirm, pick that deck, and then press accept, and there it is. Yes. Okay, so you picked Rage of Cipher, and then press it to. Don't press triangle or square, because they basically show you different decks. If they're copied. If they're copied, you can. Yeah, I know, but you don't have their blueprint, so you don't have. They don't really belong to you, because there's thousands of decks there, but you don't own all of them because you had to spend. Well, if it won't let you use them, then you have to use the ones that you've got. Go to Rage of Cypher. Oh, because you have to go to Duel, and then change your. Go to Duel. No, go to Duel. Okay. When you look at your list of decks, because you have to go to the door room to access it. Rather, if you do it in shop, it won't let you. So you have to go to the door room, and then go to free door, which is the bottom one next to casual, the one that says door room. Well, you got Cypher, Dragon, Rage of Cypher, then you got any others, but you can't access them unless if you go to the door room to access them. Yeah, but that's if you want to delete it or not. If you want to access different, go to the door room. So out of the shop, and go to door room. Okay, go to door room. No, it's DUEL, and then go to the bottom one. Yes. The one that looks like a doorway, not the bunny one. There's no challenges, Arron. There's no challenges. Yes, the free door. Yeah, go to that one. Okay. If they're red marker, that means you can't use them. Yeah. But if they've got red marker, you can't use them because you don't own them. No, you can't use them because you don't own the actual cards. But you purchase them from the shop, you basically own them, or you win from the campaign story mode, you can use them. But if you got new ones, you can't use those because you don't own them. They're owned by someone else. They're basically owned by someone else. Just leave the deck as it is, because if you delete them, you won't have any deck left. And you have to start spending like a fortune to get them back. Just pick a deck and accept, and then we'll do some duel. Okay. Well, if you can't use them, you can delete them. Well, it will let you delete them if you're in the actual door room. You can go select deck. Okay. Then you pick the deck that you want to use. Yes, you have to pick the free duel, then pick. It will let you. You have to use the one that you don't own. So if you got if you got Dragon's Maid, you can use that one because you own that one. You got Magical Pendulum, which you brought. You can use that one. If it's a red marker, that means you don't own it. So you basically don't own the actual deck. But if it's list or something, you can use the others if you want. Okay. If you want to get rid of that, you have to go to your deck and then delete. DECK. Deck for DECK. And then no, it's DECK for deck. Yeah, which is DUEL, which is duel. And then you got solo, then you got shop. But shop's a pain in you know what to, because you literally have to. You can, Arron. You're the only one who can control your own PS4, no one else. When you go to your deck to customize it, you have to customize. If you want to customize your own deck, you can. And it should say edit deck, change accessories, or view, copy, delete. Well, you don't want to copy the deck. You can view it, and if you don't want it, you can go delete deck, which is R1. But if you want to leave it, you just back out. It says copy or delete. So if you wanted that deck and you've already got that deck, you don't want to have a clone of it. But if you don't want that deck, if you don't want that deck, you can delete it with the R1. So it's permanently deleted with the R1. No, don't press triangle or square, because that'll take you to list of structures. And it would tell you which cards you got on your screen. Then you can pick. Go to free duel. Go to free duel, and then pick the deck you want to use. So if you want to use Pendulum or Dragon's Maid. Well, if you want to get rid of the one that you brought from the item shop, go to the deck one, then pick that one. Pendulum. Let's just finish this last game, because it's going to be too stressful. Alright, you can use the Dragon's Maid if you want, or a different one. It will let you do it. Because you already got a deck that's basically exactly the same as it. But it won't let you because you're in the shop. Or customizing your own deck. If you can't, the only way to get rid of it is you go to your deck, then you go copy / delete, and then you click on that one, and then press R1 to delete. When it tells you, Arron, you just go to your deck, then pick the one that you don't want, and it should say magical that. Then you go to view, copy / delete, and then it should say delete deck, which is R1, and then it says the delete button or cancel, and you press the X button for delete. No. If you want to delete the deck, go to your deck, then pick the one that you've copied, which is Magical Pendulum, then go to view, copy, delete, view, copy, delete, and then it should say delete deck, and then you press the delete button, and it's gone. Yes, copy, go to view, copy, and delete, then press R1, press R1 to delete that deck. It says no, it says delete deck, the one on the bottom, DELET deck. That's the one that you need. No, not square, because that's copying. Not triangle, because it's sampling. You have to press R1. Press R1 to delete the deck, and then confirm it by pressing the X button. When you want to see the deck you want to delete, you press the X button. You press the X button to view it, and then you press R1 to delete. Arron, I'm basically helping you here. I'm trying my best to help you.